Hey guys, so we're going to talk about shapes. And we're going to do shapes for beginners. So this should be, stuff you can follow along with, even if you're not used to drawing yet. So let's start with some easy ones. First shape, I think anybody can do it. If you need a little help, you can ask, but it's going to be a circle. And look, circles do not have to be perfect. I always get kids who draw circles and they're a little wonky and they're like, my circle's bad. No, your circle's fine. You get better and better the more you practice. So for now, we're just going to try and draw a circle. So what I like to do is kind of start moving my hand in a circle. Moving my hand in a circle. Okay, I got the idea. So after you got kind of, okay, it's going to be like that, then you put your pencil on the paper and just let it go. You can do it over and over again. Make it. So there we got a circle. If my camera would like to focus on that, that'd be wonderful. Hey, it's right there. Hey. Don't be stupid. There we go. So, we got a circle. Do it as many times as you like. Now, don't go crazy. If you just go, for example, does that look like a circle anymore? No, that's a mess. So we want a circle. Go around a few times until you get good at it. It's all about practice. If you end up with this mess a few times, it's okay. Keep going until you start getting this kind of thing. That's what we want to see for a circle. Now, speaking of circles, we've got another shape that's kind of round, but it's a little more stretched. You know what those are called? We call those ovals. So same thing as a circle, but instead of going perfectly around, you're going to make it a little skinnier. You're going to go around, but you're going to have a little bit more up and down. There we go. So I got me an oval. Make yourself an oval. Alright, those are the two basic round shapes. Let's go with some straight edge shapes. Straight shapes. The first one I think everybody's going to know about is a square. So, squares have 4 sides and 4 corners. So, easiest way to make a square is to start by drawing a flat horizontal line. Now, the only thing that people mess up with on squares is squares are the kind that all the sides are equal. If your sides aren't all equal, you're getting a rectangle. So let's try to make this line again, but now it's up and down. So try to make it the same size. Great. So we've got 2 lines and 1 corner so far. We're going to make our other 2 lines. So let's make another flat horizontal line. And then to finish our square, we're making a vertical line. And bam, we've got a square. Well, since I mentioned rectangles, let's go ahead and make a rectangle too. For this rectangle, you could have a tall rectangle or you could have a long rectangle. For this one, we're going to make it long, just because I have some space here. So we'll make a little vertical line, little bitty. Then we'll make a horizontal line that's bigger than the vertical. But now we have to match, so we need another horizontal line the same as this one. Alright. And then finish it off, we need a vertical right there. So we've got circle, oval, square, rectangle. What is another shape? I know. If we're not doing 4 sides, let's go down and go to 3 sides. Triangles. So there's tons of different triangles. Let's just try to make one. Start with a straight line. Go to the top of that line and make another straight line. It can kind of go wherever you want because the last line, all it has to do is connect. So straight line, and then connect them. great, let's try that again, and we'll get a different triangle if we have a different straight line. So let's say, we'll start with the same up and down. But then we're going to have this straight line go over here. Alright, here's the fun part. This has to get to there. So straight across. Bam. So you can have all different kinds of triangles. You know, you can have ones that are very tall and pointy. You can have big, wide ones. There's tons of ways to do triangles. As long as it's got 3 sides and 3 corners, you got a triangle. Alright, let's try a pentagon. So pentagons have 5 sides, right? So to do a pentagon, let's start by making a flat horizontal line. Don't make it too big. I don't want to go crazy here. Alright, so here's where we're going to start to get a little tricky. We're going to make 2 lines that go up from the corners of this line. So, like this. So we want to start here and go to there. See that? And now the thing is we got to do the same on the other side. Alright. So now this is already 3 sides, so I can only have 2 more sides. And my pentagon might not be perfect. Your shapes don't have to be perfect when you're just learning and you're practicing and you're getting better. Try to make them perfect, because perfect practice makes perfect, but if you can't get it right away, don't get mad at yourself. So we're going to make 2 more lines, and they're going to kind of come up, and they're going to meet in the middle up here. So if you want to kind of remember where they're going to meet, you can put a little dot. You go up from the middle of this one, and you go right there. That's where they're going to meet. So you'll start there, you'll go up to that dot. And the last side of this pentagon. There we go. So I've got a pentagon. Alright, so if we've got a pentagon, that's 5 sides. We've got triangle 3, square 4, pentagon 5. How about we go up? 6 sides. A 6th side is going to be a hexagon. So a hexagon, we're going to make 2 vertical lines. Let's make one over here. We'll move over a little bit and make one over here. Now see, they're equal. Exactly the same, right? Now exactly in between them, we're going to imagine a line. You don't have to draw it, just imagine right in the middle there. And then if you go up on that line, above where these 2 lines stop, put a little dot. And the same thing on the bottom. If you go down past where these 2 lines stop, put a little dot. Okay. So you know you got this kind of weird looking symbol, but if we start right here, the top of this line, and go up to the dot. Same thing on the other side, top of the line, and go up to the dot. And then on the bottom, start at the bottom of the line, down to the dot. Bottom of the line, down to the dot. We got ourselves a hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hexagon. Alright. Then you know what? I'm going to skip straight on to an octagon, because 7 sides is tricky. But 8 sides is pretty easy, so we'll skip 7 and we'll do a little 8-sided one just for fun. So, you remember when we did a square and we used 4 straight lines? We're going to start like we're making a square with no corners. So, it might sound confusing, but I'll show you. So, start like you're going to make a square. Put a straight line. Now instead of putting a line touching it, we're going to move up a little bit. We're going to say there's no corner. We're pretending there's no corner. We're going to move up a little bit. And we're going to go to the other side, across from it. We'll make the exact same line. Okay, so it's like the sides of this square. Joop, joop. Now you'd think we need to put these straight ones, and it wouldn't end up being a rectangle because it's so long and skinny. What we're actually going to do is move up and make a straight line, and move down and make a straight line. So we've got, it looks kind of like the square, but doesn't have its corners stuck on. Right? Now here's the magic part. All you gotta do now is connect, 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 and connect. We've got ourselves an octagon. Nice. Okay, so these are, I'd say, the main basic shapes. You can also have shapes that don't have names. So there's something called organic shapes. If I do something like, make one of these with me here. What is this? What does this look like? Could be a leaf. Could be an eyeball. Could be all kinds of things, right? But it doesn't really have a name. So this would be called an organic shape. It's a shape you might find in nature. It doesn't have a specific name. These rest of these shapes are geometric. They would be called, in like your math class when you're learning about shapes, you'd see stuff like this. So, we can take shapes and make more shapes. Or we can also take shapes and make things. First, let's take two shapes and make a new shape out of them. Let's take two triangles. So I'm going to start by making a flat bottom here. So make one of those. There we go. Alright, I'll look at the middle of it and go up a little bit and put that. Alright, let's connect this edge to the dot. So we'll go choop, 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 choop. And the other side. Choop, 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 choop. And I'll be like, that's just one shape. Oh, we were connecting shapes. Don't worry, look, I'm not done. We're going to take this bottom and make a new shape off of it. So I'm going to take that, and just like I put a dot up there, but I'm going to go further this time. I'm going to go down here, the dot. Bam. Okay, so go back to the corner and connect to the dot. Then go to this corner and connect it to the dot. And look at that. We've got like a diamond kite shape. Look, I can even put another line in it and make it look like a kite. Look, we've got a kite shape just by sticking triangles together. Let's go a little more complex. Let's be a little more confusing here. Let's make a castle. You might be like, I can't draw a castle. That's not true. And I will show you. Let's do it together. So first, let's make a square. We know how to make squares, right? So we'll go straight, 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 straight. All right, got me a little square there. Now that's not a castle yet, right? We're going to be putting shapes together to make this happen. So I'm going to start making some rectangles next to this square. I'm going to go over to the side of the square and just make another little line. Yeah, just another little straight line. And I'm going to go zoop up above my square and make that exact same straight line. So nice, something like this. So now I just got to close it in to make it a rectangle. So I'll make a tall, straight, vertical line connecting these edges. And then we'll go from here to this square corner and bam! You know, that looks so good. Do it on the other side. Get your straight. And go up. Make another one. Gotta match. If this one's too big or too small, it's gonna get confusing, so try to match the size. And the tall one. And this one right here. Ooh, I can use my imagination and kind of see where a castle might be happening. Alright, let's do some details. Let's make it more castle-y. Down here on my square, I'm going to put a little rectangle. And look at that. What does that look like? It's a door. It's a door into my castle. Ooh, I'm gonna put triangles on top of these rectangles because they're gonna look like towers for my castle. So let's go over here and make just this straight line a little tiny bit longer. Just a little bigger. And then up from the middle, we decide how tall we want our triangle. Maybe about that tall. Look at that. Getting better every second. Let's do it on the other side. Up a little bit, right there. Alright, I got something else fun to add. Let's put little squares, little tiny squares, and we're just gonna put them right on top of this part of the castle. It's gonna look really cool, like an old-timey castle. Look at that. Those are just squares, guys. Try to make yourself some little squares. Now how about details? I'm gonna add some more squares and maybe some ovals. Oh, I'm gonna put some ovals on the towers. These will be the windows for the towers. And I'll put some squares here. Make it look like some more windows on the front of the castle. And guys, look at that. We used simple shapes. These weren't even the hardest shapes. There's not even a hexagon or anything in this. We used simple shapes and we drew an entire castle. That's pretty cool, because shapes make up almost everything we draw. If you know how to do lines and shapes, you can draw most things, even if you think it's hard. It just takes practice. So, bye guys.